Hey, welcome back to EdTech by Meera, and in today's session, we are going to do a very interesting game. It's called the very popular, guess what? The Mad Libs game. Remember, in your school days, in your college days, in your tiny tot days, you used to play this game where there are two players. One player knows a story and he'll ask you to fill in some words, some noun, verbs, adjectives, or whatever terms. And the second player doesn't even know what he's in for. He just guesses whatever he's asked to say, fills in the word, the noun, adverb, whatever verbs, etc. And then the other player will finally, after finishing this guy's words, the other player will tell you what the actual story was, or it could be a story, a paragraph, or a quote, or whatever, something funny, long text. And then the other player, oh my god, what did I say? What words did I say to come up with this story or this paragraph or this quote or whatever? It's called the Mad Libs game, and we've played that dozens of times. It's very popular during our childhood games, so I said, why not recall that game, create that game, and play the game by creating that in our very favorite programming language. Guess what? Python 3. So let's do it. Okay, so let's get back to our project, which is, as mentioned earlier, it's a beginner Python project. And in today's tutorial, we are going to build a Mad Libs game, as I just told you, as I just mentioned to you. And this is a fun game, and I've already explained the concept to you. So presuming that one of the player is going to ask the other player the questions, so I'm gonna create the title. So for title I need to make a print variable, so print statement. So print the print, and within the parenthesis the title of the game, which is a Mad Lib game. And then I need to create some variables like name, and these variables are the user generated. That means the second player has to input. I will be, like, presuming I'm the first player, I'll be asking the questions to the second player to input the values, and the second player will be inputting the values accordingly, because I need this for creating the story or the long text. So I want a variable called name. Name is going to be input. Enter your name. This is for the second user or the player to input the name. And you already know how to make the input function, which is inbuilt function, input, and then parenthesis inside that the string, enter the name or just name. And then I need an adjective, so again that's going to be using an input function. So input, enter the adjective, stringed as a string statement. Enter your adjective, or just say adjective, that's up to you. So all these variables I'm going to write down, all of very simple, and then I'm going to add them all in the long text, the long paragraph, or the story. And remember, usually it's better, because I've simplified this. In your case, I would like you to Google. I'll include the link in the description below. I would like you to Google the template for Mad Lib, because there are lots of stories you'll find online with the Mad Lib game. So it will be easier for you to create the template or the script, and then it'll be more fun, because there are some fun stories which are the part of script of the Mad Lib game. And then what you can do is you can use that script, and from that script you know which variable to create. So I will put that in the description below. This one at random, I just made a long text for you guys to understand the concept. That's it. Made it very simple. So adjective, then after that the vegetable. You know what is an adjective, right? Something which describes a noun. So black, very black, or something like that, very frightening. Adverb is something which again further extends the verb, like running very fast, eating fast, etc. Okay, verb, you know the verb already, action word. So input verb, then input vegetable name or vegetable. I really miss my Replit code editor. Suddenly, the Replit guys told me to upgrade or else cannot use, and I've lost all my data. I feel very sad. Luckily, I'd saved all of my data inside my GitHub so far, whatever I have done. So I'm safe. But I cannot do new ones until I pay them up or upgrade to a paid account, and I'm feeling so lousy and angry about it. So I'm using another temporary code editor until I can get a better one. So please excuse me for this boring code editor until I find a nicer one, because this I had to do it in a hurry in order to upload it for this week. Okay, and for more such interesting tutorials to make your coding journey more informative, I want you to remember to click that subscribe button so that your learning journey becomes much more easier with my lessons, simplified lessons and projects in Python. Okay, so currently I'm just, the hash means if it will be not visible to the user. So this I'm just doing it for my sake first. Yeah, later, this is just to show you guys. So how I write the sentence, you already know. See, print, my name is string, comma, variable is name. Then the second sentence I want to write, I like to string plus. Now this, just put the hashtag there just to show you how to make the print statement, just to revise with you. You already know. So I like to plus a verb. Yeah. So this is concatenate. So adding on words to a sentence, so you can use the plus sign to add on the variable or another string. Yeah. Okay, so I like to plus verb. Then another sentence. Guess what? Plus. So when you want to write a text and a variable, you can either write a comma and then the variable or another string, or if there's no comma, you can write a plus to add up all the strings or add the string and the variables together. Okay, guess what? I eat raw plus verb plus vegetable. Okay. Okay, let's test it out. Yeah, let's test it out. Enter the name. Okay. Enter Mira. Okay, next. Adjective. Oh. What do I want to write? Okay, now here I've made a grammatical mistake. I just realized it after making the project. Instead of adjective, I should have written adverb, because adverb is the one which describes a verb. So sorry about that. So just remember that. Instead of adjective, in this scenario, it should be adverb, because adverb is the one which describes a verb. Adjective is the one which describes an adjective. Adjective is the one which describes a noun or a pronoun. So I made a mistake. Sorry about that. That's just a grammatical thing. Okay. So much concern about doing the programming that I forgot my grammar. Very funny. Usually supposed to be good in grammar. I don't know how I made this mistake, man. Okay. So just try it off again. Adjective. I know it's adverb, not adjective. I was thinking adverb, but doing printing adjective. I'm sorry about that. Again, Mira. Input. Okay. Vegetables name carrot. Then what else? Eat. Okay, so let's see what's happening here. Okay, just you need to leave a space here. So while adding on the verbs and the variables, the string and the variables, there's a good enough space. Okay, let's try that again. Input, adjective. Okay, that was supposed to be adverb, which is supposed to be. Okay, just trying with different words to create funny text. Instead of carrots, I wrote onions. You can write garlic. I like to eat, guess what? I eat raw onion. Ha ha! This is very funny, right? So you can come up with funny statements like this. Actually, ideally, it's supposed to be for Mad Lib game, long text to form a story. But here I'm just writing a short paragraph to give you the concept. Later, as I mentioned earlier, I will provide you the how to find the template for Mad Lib stories, and then I will explain over there. Once you get the template and the story itself, it's easier from there to create the story, and you know what all variables you need to create. So you don't have to sit and think the story, because you're not supposed to be a story writer, right? For this game, you have to be a good story writer also. But this is just about Python programming, so I just explained the concept on how to create the variables and put them all together, and later print out the story or the text to create a funny text and or a funny quote or a funny story. But in Mad Libs, it's supposed to be a long story, 1 or 2 paragraphs. So for that, you need the template, and you can get that easily by Googling. I'll put the link below in the description, so that and then I'll explain over there. Please remember to read the description specifically. And it's a very easy project, as you know. Just create the variables, put them all together, print it out, and then do. And but this is the basic form of the Mad Libs game. You can make it, I mean, there are Mad Libs game for the more advanced students. It can become much more complex and complicated. But here, for beginners, keeping the beginners project in mind, I've made it like really, really very simple. So I'm just testing it out again. Okay, name. Remember, mind you, this is not adjective, this is adverb, because fast is an adverb. Vegetable. Garlic. I just wrote that just for fun's sake. Okay. Eat. My name is Meera. And okay. Fast is not okay. Something went wrong over there in the print statement. Okay. I forgot to write the adjective or the adverb over there. I have to add that out also in the print statement, right? So plus adjective. In this case, I'm writing adjective, but remember, in this scenario, when you write fast, in this statement, it's an extension of a verb, eating fast, right? So it has to be an adverb. Just saying that again and again. Made a stupid mistake in grammar. I was so focused on making the variables and doing Python programming, I forgot my English. Oh, this is so funny. Okay. Adjective, fast. I mean, this is up to you. Whatever answer I wrote fast, it could be something else from your side. Because remember, it's 2 players. Presuming that when you are playing it, you're presuming there are 2 players. One for you, one for the other person. Remember, guess what? I eat raw onion. I eat fast raw onion. That's so funny. Okay. So this is usually it's supposed to be like that, because one user is guessing the words, the adverbs, adjectives, and the other one is making the story without the other person knowing what the story is. So ultimately, when the first player prints out the story or the text, it will definitely be a very funny story or a funny text. Why? Because the second player made all the guesses of the verbs, nouns, adjectives, and adverbs, even without knowing the story. So obviously, the story is going to come up in a very funny way. That is the whole gist of a Mad Libs game. That's why it's a funny game and very popular in childhood days. Yeah? So remember to subscribe for getting access to the full Python course. So to make your journey so much more easier. See you in the next.